everyone, it's Billy Root here from 58 Magazine, a platform of content to empower your life. And these films are about the second attention, the power to see the unseen, which is energy. And in order to change the world on the outside, we must first change it on the inside. For our consciousness and energy is what creates our reality, our life, our purpose, and our destiny.
The belonging you seek is not behind you, it is ahead. I know the force. It moves through and surrounds every living thing. Close your eyes. Feel it. The light. It's always been there. It will guide you.
And in this video, I will talk about the spiritual journey and ascension for men and women. I will talk about ascension in terms of energy and polarity. On this earth, this three-dimensional plane, the first infrastructure you have to learn is yourself. Earth is a school of freedom from control, and family is an illusion and only exists in your hologram. The lessons that you learn from your family are: mothers teach inner strength and power to their daughters. Fathers teach inner peace and spirit to their sons. They are mirrors to the duality within us and the push we seek to evolve. And the law of this universe is action and reaction, and the judging of actions create linear realities. We must stop competing and learn to be neutral, or you will stay here and not ascend. You are a man and woman in this lifetime because in your previous lifetime you judged men and women. We all look for change outside of ourselves, but it is within. To help others, we must have the strength to first help ourselves. And for every journey, we must find the strength in this life and do the journey alone. And we must learn from everything that happens to you so you can have a flow of energy. Focus on learning to fix the unfinished lessons, what happens in your life, so you can ascend and go home. And human bodies are the prototypes of integrating polarity, of balance. This is a school of becoming gods, the power of the mind over matter. And we are born into this plane as polaric entities, negative to positive. That attraction and energy is so strong because it sits in the first seal and chakra. The first seal and chakra is for the sake of propagation and creation. And as a woman, when you ascend, you don't have to go anywhere but within. Women can ascend by themselves, and women's bodies are one polarity. They, in one sense, are closer to God because they know what it is like to go inside and expand themselves and to create a new life form. The female nature gives life and takes away life. Like energy, it is both positive and negative. She bears the responsibility in the full emotional range of creating a new life force.
Don't be afraid of who you are.
The power of the woman is fragile, much softer and much more aquiline, much more beautiful than the features of a man, and they have softer bodies. The power place has always been the third seal, so they could control pain and sexuality for their use to them in their survival. And all women are naturally at the third seal and chakra, because in and of themselves they are not first seal entities. They use the first seal as a place of power, and only power.
Find beauty in the human delusion that the pleasures of the flesh will make us whole again. Even when the subject is repellent, the body can be tricked. But physical manipulation is not enough. You must learn to love on command. What is it to be loved? To be seen, to be recognized, to feel no longer alone.
A woman's ultimate root of passion is not passion but survival, whereas man, the ultimate root of passion is passion.
I believe you. Would like to volunteer. Some of us, most of us, we've all done terrible things on behalf of the rebellion. Spies, saboteurs, assassins. Everything I did for the rebellion. And every time I walked away from something I wanted to forget, I told myself it was for a cause that I believed in. A cause that was worth it. Without that, we're lost. Everything we've done would have been for nothing. I couldn't face myself if I gave up now.
I'm not used to people sticking around when things go bad.
Welcome home.
Now, what does it mean to be a woman? It means that God is closer to being realized, because the womb of creation sits right below the fourth seal and chakra, and that in realization, we must make a decision. Can I love myself beyond my body? When that happens, we are closer to that divinity, and woman's energy level is the fourth seal chakra level, which is aligned with an emotional attitude of love felt but not expressed. Women, more than any other who are closest to the fourth seal, do not understand love because they've always had to anchor down to love, to the first seal, the second seal, in order to make their way in life. The things they had to become for the sake of men. The consequence is then anchoring down an evolutionary step in consciousness just to survive. Their body and appearance becomes more the ideal than the eternalness, which is self-destruction. Women can use power, which is will, manipulation, cleverness, firmness, and frankness. But you must ask, can I use that same asset to catapult myself into a greater realm? Can I leave it behind and perhaps my own way to find a companion or to not find a companion? That is what the mastery of a woman is all about. And as a man, their journey is like climbing a mountain. It'll be much harder for you, and you will need support from a feminine, energetic partner. And men's bodies are another polarity. Men could never control their first seal in survival. A man who is weak in his first seal could always be conquered. And men are created to spill their seed every moment of the day, that they are replenished. In this first seal, men only attract relationships that is equal to their first seal. And men have the longest, hardest journey of the two because their whole image is connected to their sexual organ. The day that the man no longer is connected to his organ, but is connected to his fourth seal and works heavily to be that, and can still consider himself a god and not a man, is the day that he is nearer to God, and then he is on the equal precipice with women. As a man, you must find a powerful counterpart in a woman, which means energetically, and not how they look on the outside, because beauty fades, but power is infinite.
May the Force be with us.
Stability is more precious than beauty because beauty fades, and the female sustains and pushes and motivates the man like a centrifuge. She creates purpose for the masculine. The man then creates stability and purpose to create. Men need more of a kick to move, and female has power within them. When you look at all the leaders of ancient and mystery schools, they have all been women. The masculine is shown to the public, but the women have the power. And the Amazonians had both the masculine and feminine organs inside of them, and were able to create without a man. This has been destroyed so women can have a baby with the face of a man. But women are so powerful they can create a baby without a man, with just their consciousness. And love is about to love the spirit inside of us, not the body, but the eternalness of our being, not a he or a her, as is. And we are all worthy of this because it exists inside all of us. The day that the observer observes the observer is the day that we have immortal life. For women, that is closer than to men. That is the reason why there are so many gay people in the world. So many men in prior lives that become women because a woman is the path that is closest to redemption. There is a reason why this reality creates a challenge for women. Energy is feminine, and the entire universe is feminine, and masculine comes from the feminine. This is why in this reality the feminine is always challenged and suppressed, because it is power. The most powerful are always being controlled, enslaved, and abused until they take their power back. If you weren't threatening, religion would have been created to destroy who you are. You are supernatural. The woman's prototype is a challenge, as the body is considered more of the ideal than your own inner being. So they have become property, subdued, and the only thing good about you is your sexual organs to distract you from loving yourself. And the men's prototype is a challenge, as the body's energy rests in the first seal and can never be honest. The greatest competition is the third energy center of competition. And women also have a stronger, potent energy for manifesting. They are more in tune with their emotions, while men have had to subdue them in order to keep a masculine identity. And beings who live in their genuineness, especially women, become torches. They light the way for an evolution of consciousness, of opportunity, and not sexuality. We chose this experience and body for opportunity and experiences, not sexuality. And when you ascend, in between the realities is a parallel of consciousness, which is like a Sahara or a desert. And Jesus spent 40 days and 40 nights here. You will then see a falcon or an eagle, which represents super consciousness. And they will only see you if there is emotion. You cannot look them in the eye, and you must not have any emotion. Emotion are chemicals of the body. And the purpose of spirituality is to find your power.
I'm never leaving this place. I'm doing what you did.
I was wrong. It was fear that kept me here. What are you most afraid of?
Myself.
Confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi. Your destiny.
And after 49 days, you can change with your focus and determination. Learn the lessons and free yourself so you can go home. And a partner doesn't represent who you really are. They are only a mirror of how you feel about yourself inside, your connection to yourself. We only have what's equal to our imagination, our consciousness, our God. There is no one outside of yourself that will teach you to be greater than yourself. When you begin to go on this inner journey, observing your imagination and who you really are, you lift your energy up to different levels of consciousness and you evolve. This body and prototype is a garment, a mask, and the emotions have controlled us, and this is why we came to the school. To not be a better man or woman, but to love ourselves to become a god, to become a master who looks at their thoughts, their imagination, their observer, their divine director. Once we can see the beauty in overcoming these challenges of humanity without the negative or positive polarities, our God becomes ourselves, the beginning of Christhood. It is time to use your spiritual knowledge and wisdom and show the world how powerful you can become when you put it to use in your life. It's great to share and teach, but it only works if you can put it into action and prove it.
Be with me. Be with me. Be with me.
These are your final steps, Ray. Rise and take them.
Learn from your lessons and prove how it can empower your life. It's time to start fighting, not on the outside, but on the inside. Match the dark with your light, and the light with your dark. For this balance creates a merging and a feeling of not only bliss, but power and deep, deep peace. This is called oneness in mind, body, and soul. Spirit awakening. Focus on nothing else. Dig into your trenches, your dark places, the things you hide and run away from, because then you will become a warrior, and your fear will fade and turn into excitement and power. You will rise out of your own ashes like a phoenix and never die. Then you will begin to hear, for Source whispers to those that are ready to hear and heal. It's time to evolve together. And thank you for watching this video about Ascension and the spiritual journey for all men and women. And the art of dreaming helps you to find your purpose and what you came here to experience in matter, so you can raise your energy, conquer your self-doubt, and become an artist of your life by determination and joyful creation. It's time to dream a new dream. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and check out my workshop, The Art of Dreaming, on 58magazine.com, a platform with content to empower your life.